Hello dear students, welcome back to our science classes. How are you all? I hope you all are healthy and doing well. So students, I'm your science educator again here with a new chapter. And today we have chapter number 13, the solar system. So basically we are going to learn about the planets we have. So all of you, are you excited? But before starting this chapter, we have to look on our learning objectives. So first we have to read about the solar system, the sun, planets, satellites, natural and artificial, asteroids, meteoroids, and comets. So let's get started. For millennia, human beings did not recognize the existence of the solar system. They believed the Earth to be stationary at the center of the universe and different from the other objects that move through the sky. However, as scientific knowledge advanced and our understanding of the universe expanded, now it is clear that the universe includes the sun, the moon, stars, planets, and satellites. So what we understand here for the millennials, what will happen that they think that the earth will remain stationary at a fixed point and the only thing is here earth and the other things are different to it. But after, as the scientific understanding is increases, our knowledge is increases and expanded, what will happen, it is clear that universe includes the stars, the moon, the planets, the earth, etc. and etc. Now we are going to learn about this understanding in detail the solar system. So the term solar system refers to the system that centered the sun, which is a star. So what we understand here, the term solar system is giving to this just because of that we have a sun and all other planets are rotating towards it in a particular distance, in a particular orientation. Okay, so that is why this is sun and all other planets are moving. That is why we called it solar system. And you ever hear this word solar energy, because the energy is come from the sun, that is why I called it solar energy. This system is consist of the sun itself and all celestial objects that orbit around it. Key components of the solar system includes, now we are going to learn about the key components we have. So first of all, the key component would be the sun, the central star around which everything else in the solar system orbits. This is the attractive point for the other planets basically. So sun is the main king of the solar system. On its orbit, all other planets are rotating. Next, planets. There are 8 major planets in the solar system listed in order of the distance from the sun. So this is this in sequence we have. The closer planet we have Mercury, then Venus, then Earth, then Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. Now we have other things as well, which are rather than planets, those are called your satellites. Most of the planets in the solar system have natural satellites or moons that orbit around them. Next we have asteroids. They are planets like object. Now asteroids, they are smaller, they are small chunks of iron and stones that can vary in size. And next we have comets. Comets are celestial bodies composed of dust and volatile gases. So all these things are present in our solar system. First sun, next 8 planets, next satellites, next asteroids, asteroids, and comets. So these are the things which is present in our solar system. Now first we are learn about the sun. So our sun is just a one among the vast multitude of stars in galaxy known as Milky Way. So our galaxy is known as Milky Way and sun is the main hero of that Milky Way. So the sun is the center of the solar system, as we already discussed, with all other planets are rotating around the sun. It continuously gives out energy in several forms like visible light and various invisible rays. So we also heard about the UV rays the sun gives, so that is invisible rays, and we seen the visible rays as well, which is very very important for our day-to-day functions. Now we are going to learn about the planets, the 8 planets we have. So planets are among the largest object in the solar system after the sun. Unlike the sun, the planets do not generate their own light, own energy. Instead of they reflect the heat and visible light produced by the sun, making them visible to us. The planets move around the sun in some fixed points. In some fixed orbits, the orbits of the planet do not cross each other. Each planet moves along its own orbital path. So what we understand here, sun is the main hero and other planets are moving around and around to the sun. Now each and every planet having its fixed orbit, and they never cross out each other. They know their limits and they always have their limits fulfilled. So now we are going to discuss about the Mercury. As we already told you that Mercury is the closest planet to the sun. It is the smallest planet. It has no natural satellite. It is the fastest orbiting planet. So what we understand here, Mercury is the closest planet. It's not having any natural light, it is not having any natural sunlight, and it is the fastest orbiting planet. Next we have Venus. Next we have Venus next to the Mercury. Is close in size to the Earth. It is much drier than the Earth. It has no natural sunlight. It is the hottest planet. So among 8 planets, it is the hottest planet, which is referred as the Venus planet. It is close to the Earth and basically close in size to the Earth as well. Next we have Earth is the only planet known to have life. Among the 8 planets, life it's only exists on the Earth, rather than other planets do not have life. Now it has one natural light, the moon. It is also called the blue planet because by seeing it from this space, the color of the Earth is blue because 3/4 part of the Earth is covered with water. Next we have Mars is smaller than the Earth and Venus. It has 2 tiny natural satellites. It is also called the red planet just because of that, because planet is red in color. Next we have Jupiter is the largest planet. It has 63 known satellites. So it has 63 known satellites, and it is the biggest planet of the space. It is the biggest planet among the 8 planets. Now Saturn is distinguished by its extensive ring system. It has 60 known satellites. So it is also has 60 known satellites, and it is having rings like structure. So it is differentiated. It is different from among the 8 planets. Now we have Uranus has 27 known lights, and Neptune has 30 known satellites. Now we are going to discuss about the satellites. What are the satellites basically, and how we can differentiate among natural and artificial satellites. So many planets have smaller objects orbiting around them. They are called moons or satellites. So those objects basically, so those planets which have smaller objects orbiting around them, they are called moons or satellites. So the satellites are called natural satellites. So the moon or these satellites are referred as the natural satellites. The most familiar natural satellites in the Earth is the most familiar natural satellite is the Earth moon. The moon we see from the Earth in the night sky, that is your moon. Now natural satellites are special interest of natural satellites are of special interest to astronomers and planetary scientists because these objects provide clues to how the planets and solar system form. So with the help of these satellites, we can get the knowledge about the other planets as well. As you know, we live on Earth, so we know a lot of about the Earth. But if we are talking about the Mars, Jupiter, Venus, so this is a curiosity point for the scientists. So with the help of the satellites, they can collect information for the other planets. Now, besides natural satellites, there are satellites which have been constructed by the humans. That is why they are referred as the artificial satellites, and launch in orbit around the Earth. These satellites are called artificial satellites. The artificial satellites is lifted from the Earth's surface by a rocket, and once placed in orbit maintains its motion. So basically these satellites are made with the constructed by the human beings. That is why we called it artificial satellite. These artificial satellites will be settled to the space with the help of rocket and to a fixed orbit, so they can collect the information for the other planets and they will do the other works as well. Now we are going to know about what are the uses of artificial satellites we have. So first, communication satellites provide a worldwide link up of radio, telephone and television. So you have ever wondered about how we can connect a call to a person who lived in a very far from us, and he can hear our voice, he can see us, because nowadays we can also do video call as well. So this has happened just because with the help of the artificial intelligence, because this is the link which connect each and every person together. Now, whether the satellites provide continuous up-to-date information about the weather, we can also assume about the weather. It is a rainy day, it is a summery day. You see in a Google weather you have. So with the help of these satellites, we have pre-assumptions about the weather as well. Now, artificial satellites also help to improve the agriculture production, locate groundwater and mineral resources, draw a compile good maps which help pilots, sailors, builders, soldiers, and tourists. So, with the help of these satellites, we can do a lot of works as well. For example, we can increase our agriculture production, we can locate the groundwater, and we can also proceed with our maps as well. Now India has also built and launched some satellites. Aryabhatta was our first satellite. It was launched on 19 April 1975. So ever you hear this word Aryabhatta, so you easily connect this word with the mathematics, because we already know that Aryabhatta is also a originator of the zero, right? So but it is also a satellite also, which launched on 19 April 1975. So it is very important for you students to learn this kind of information, because it's your general knowledge. Now some other important Indian satellites are Bhaskara, Rohini, Apple, Inset, 1A, 1B, 1C, 1D, etc. and etc. These are the other satellites, but Aryabhatta is one of these special satellites. Okay. Now, currently 11 satellites in service out of 21 which have never been part of INSET system. SSLV-G2 was successfully launched on February 10, 2023 at 9:18 hours from the first launch pad at Satish Dhawan Space Center, Char, Sriharikota. So, this is the recent information which is discussed with you, that 2023, if you've seen the news channel. So, this Sriharikota, from Sriharikota place, this satellite was launched. Next, we have asteroid. Asteroids are mostly small solar system. Asteroids are mostly small solar system bodies composed of mainly of rocky and metallic minerals. So basically, what we understand with the asteroids, it is a rocky and metallic material. Okay, the main asteroids belt lies between Mars and Jupiter. Some asteroids are classified as dwarf planets as well. Dwarf planets as well. For example, if you take a picture and you proceed with a draft, okay, basically you want to use it later, so that is also relate with your dwarf planets. Now we have now you have meteoroids. Meteoroids are small chunks of iron and rock through the result of collisions between asteroids. When two asteroids collide with each other, so it help us to form the meteoroids, the small chunks of iron and rock. Many meteoroids fall into the Earth's atmosphere due to friction of air. Most of them get heated up and burn out before they reach the Earth. Meteoroids are called meteoroids or shooting stars while falling through the atmosphere, and meteorites if they reach the Earth. Basically, when they collide each other, the temperature was so high they just burn during the process, during the journey also. But if some of them are fall down on Earth, they are referred as the shooting star. If you seen Indian pictures, so you say okay, tutta tara, like that concept we have for this. Now in the last we have comets. Comets are small solar system bodies. They are lumps of ice and dust that periodically come into the center of the solar system from somewhere in its outer reaches. Some comets make repeated trips. When comes get comets get close enough to the sun, jets of gas and dust from long tails that we can see from the Earth. A comet named after Helion astronomer appears periodically every 76 years. We seen it in 1986 and it will again appear in 2062. So this is very interesting thing that a person, Halley, it's introduced about the comet that it was seen in 1986 and it will seen after every 76. So after every 76 years it will be re-seen. So we see in 1986, when we will again see it in 2062. So students, this is the chapter of your solar system. I hope so you understood it very well. Now I'm going to meet you in your next class. Till that, bye bye. Have a good day.